Hello, and welcome to Sci-Fi Ninja Theater, where the action's so good makes you want to kick your best friend in the groin, in the nuts, in the good gully gullies. And I want to thank Sci-Fi Ninja Theater fans and the Mad Ninja Clan. I'd like to thank all the people that help us out. Here is the Forest Hills Convention, Comic-Con in Queens, Part 1.
Hey all Sci-Fi Ninja Theater fans, I'm Sean Chen. I'm here at the Forest Hills Comic-Con. I've been an artist for about 30 years. I did most of my work for Marvel, some for DC, and now I work independently on my comic called Evermind.
So what made you become an artist?
Well, I always liked the superheroes and I always liked drawing, so it was a natural connection to put the two together. So I was always drawing as a kid and got a portfolio together. It took a while to get good, it took a long while. And I took it to the San Diego Comic-Con and showed it to a bunch of editors.
What artwork did you see that made you say, you know what, that's what I want to do?
Well, I remember my parents' car broke down and we went to a truck stop. So normally I wouldn't read comic books because they weren't really allowed in the house. But because we're at a truck stop, I saw the spinner rack and then I pulled a comic off. And I think is the Marvel 2-in-1 that had Captain America, and I think that there was the Man-Thing was in it, and it blew my mind. I think that whole week I just kept looking over that comic over and over again until it was totally destroyed, and I started drawing. And I still have a vivid memory to this day, and I actually only looked at that original issue just like about a month ago just to relive it, and it still got me.
Who are your favorite artists?
Right now, there's an artist from Spain named Pepe Larraz, who's my current favorite. I also like an artist called Travis Charis and Olivier Coypels. So these are people that are working in the current industry, and they had a big influence on me. And prior to that, I was taught by both Barry Windsor-Smith, David Mazzucchelli, and Bob Layton. So those are three of my mentors.
So, who's your favorite to draw?
My favorite to draw is probably Wolverine and Batman, just because of the way they look.
Can you show the people when you draw?
Okay, so this is a picture of Batman right here. And there's a Wolverine. There's a couple Wolverine prints here. A couple of very different looks for them. I just like the way that they look, just because they have a very iconic appearance and a very distinctive silhouette.
So, what's your favorite company to work for?
I would say in the early days it was Marvel. Marvel's changed quite a bit since then. So right now my favorite company is the company I work for now, which is called 24/7 Comics. And the reason is because they allow me to do my own comic. I write and draw it.
So people want to know more about you. Where should they go?
I'm on my socials. It's almost always Instagram. So it's Instagram at Sean Chen Art. It's SeanChenArt.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Hello, Sci-Fi Ninja Theater fans. Welcome to Forest Hills Comic-Con. My name is Delphin Barral, and I'm a cartoonist. I'm a local cartoonist here in Forest Hills. This is my daughter, Mabel. She's also an artist as well. And a little bit about ourselves. Well, I used to be a cartoonist for ElfQuest Comics. Now I'm an independent cartoonist. I also do cartooning classes for families and children. And I do my own little digest and zines. And currently, I'm here just to showcase my work.
So, who was your influences?
Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, some of the older artists from the 50s and 60s. Don Heck. Right now they're not coming to mind. I'm a little nervous, but yeah, a lot of the old Silver Age, Golden Age artists. John Byrne also, Frank Miller from the 80s.
When you were a little kid, what was the first piece of artwork you saw that you said you wanted to do this?
That would be Fantastic Four number 58. I think it was the first appearance of the Silver Surfer. That blew my mind. So, I was very excited when I first read it. It's like, I want to do this for a living.
Did you actually draw him at one point?
I may have. I mean, I've been drawing since I was like 6 or 7. So there's reams and reams of paper that I like just wasted. I killed a lot of trees, unfortunately. But sketching was always something that I always liked to do.
So, like, how did you come to understand exactly what type of artwork you were interested in doing?
Well, sequential art is something that I studied under Will Eisner at the School of Visual Arts, and Joe Orlando is another DC artist who I learned under. So, learning from them how to like tell a story, how to compose a page, how to lay out, you know, a page of artwork to tell a story. That's really more important. That I learned more from. So, you know.
So what are the companies that you like to work for?
Oh, I only worked for small companies. No? Fini? Oh, I don't have to? Okay. Oh, keep it close?
You don't have to.
Oh, I don't have to? It's just small companies like Alpha Productions in Maine. Warp Graphics is another one.
Can you show it to the fans?
Oh, sure. This is a book. Just this year, they just released this omnibus, which is all the stories that I worked on. It's a little section in here that I've done for about a year, which I have back issues here. But they put these all together. It's a big, fat, telephone-sized book with everything from these characters that they developed and create. So this is it. And you can find it on Amazon.com and on DarkHorse.com. DarkHorseComics.com, sorry.
So, can you show us some of your stuff in here?
Sure. Let me do the book. So you could see, oh, sorry, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna move it out of the way. So these are comic pages from from Future Quest. Right now, you can see like an overlay. This is where the lettering happens. So it's that. This is from the Future Quest series, from their ElfQuest magazine. And you know, everything's done in black and white, inks. They do an overlay in lettering. It's a little more darker.
I like the way your art flows.
Thank you. Actually, it was learning from Will Eisner's sequential art classes. Taught me how to actually tell a story. So it was very helpful. And I had some great teachers over at SVA. And I also went to the High School of Art and Design, which I had some great teachers there too, teaching me inking techniques like the splatter, how to use a brush. Oh, sorry. Okay, sweetie, thank you. I have a lot more, so. But there we have it. Thank you so much. It's a lively place here, so.
Do you do your own color work?
I do now. With these, I've colored my own comics, but it's all through Photoshop and Illustrator. So I do a lot of vector art, and I do a lot of like gradations and different color techniques.
If people want to know more about you, where should they go?
You can go to DelphinBarrelCartoons.com. So you could just Google me and you'll find me there. The very distinct name.
Can you spell your name for us?
Sure, it's DelfinBarral.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ready? Okay. So this is my daughter Mabel, and this is her first time at Forest Hills Comic Con presenting her work. So sweetie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Mabel Barral, and I do art, mostly like sketches with paper and color pencils. So yeah.
You have any questions? Any questions for her? Oh yeah.
Oh,
I don't think she's online yet.
I don't have
She's an
anything
online
on
presence.
mine.
That's coming soon.
Yes, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
In about 20 years.
Yeah. but I'm gonna be 29.
29. Okay.
And you just say, giving Sci-Fi Ninja Theater permission to show my daughter.
Oh, and I'm giving Sci-Fi Ninja Theater permission to show my daughter on your channel.
Hi.
All right.
Hi, this is Sci-Fi Ninja Theater. My name is John Cebollero. We're here today at Forest Hills High School Comic-Con, and we're having a great time. It's my artwork.
Stuff like that, you know.
I'm Rolo Ledesma. I'm here at Forest Hills Comic Con with Sci-Fi Ninja Theater gear that I actually made for Sci-Fi Ninja Theater. So this is one of the designs, thanks to Vinny. And I'm showcasing here today all my works, my different parts, from customized books to rock and roll biographies to actual backpacks. So I got backpacks with you get a backpack and a free comic every time you purchase a backpack.
Show the other one.
So I have this one here, Goon Squad, and now I have the Curves and Bullets backpack. So a little bit of everything. And I'm trying to finish up new books that I'm working on for Sci-Fi Ninja Theater.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
I'm working on that. Hopefully by fall, should be ready. There's a brand new book called The Goon Squad. It's a hip hop kind of, urban style storyline that me and my boy Carlos wrote. He wrote the story. I wrote I do the artwork. So this is the new stuff. And then we have customized covers that I worked on based on blank covers. So I made my own. Here's like my favorite is the one with MF Doom and the Fantastic Four versus the Hulk. That's one of my favorites. And of course Spawn, King Spawn, Black and White, Violator. And also I have the rock and roll biographies, which is Misfits, Mastodon, Exodus, King Diamond. I worked on all of these. So these are the recent ones, and the new ones coming up is Suicidal Tendencies.
Show the King Diamond.
Yeah, King Diamond is my favorite right here. I didn't do the cover, but it's based on something that the company I work with. So, and it's all actual metal. And of course, May the 4th, these are customized Star Wars based on Star Wars Hot Wheels. So I made my own version with that.
So, how did you get started to be an artist?
I'll say 18 years ago, about 18, I started working on comics, storyboarding, advertising, a little bit of other projects, but that's where it all started. 18, it's gonna be 20 years actually. So, and of course, I know Vinny since the 90s. So, that's a long time.
Hi, Sci-Fi Ninja Theater. We are BAM Comics, where we celebrate the fandom. Today we are at Forest Hill Comic Con, and today everything that you can see is a mom and pop shop that we create fandom for the people. And this is our stickers and our art. This is created by Ozzy Artworks and Fabi Creates, which is our stuff. Everything that you see here on our table is handmade, hand-drawn, and made by us. Thank you so much.
So, tell us a little bit more, like when did you get started?
Oh, we started in 2021 during the pandemic because, there were not so many things to do. So I started drawing, and I think that inspired my husband to start drawing as well. And we didn't know that there was like a business that we could create with the things that we love, and that's what we started doing. We started with a little buttons, a little stickers, and we found like that the community is very embracing, and they actually support small business like ours. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little more about this stuff?
Oh yeah. So.
Pick it up, show it to the fans.
Yeah. So basically, like, along while we're doing the stuff that we love to do, like we like to create merchandise that, that you cannot find anywhere. Like there's a lot of fandoms, small fandoms, and we also want to make it affordable to the people as well. So this is the reason why we offer good prices, like from $2 button stickers, $3 stickers, or like a $5 acrylic paint that I think is a high quality sticker with a nice art. Yeah. Thank you.
So if people want to know more about you, where should they go?
Oh, so I'm Fabi. I come from Mexico, by the way, where I've been here in the States, of course, for a while. And I'm married to my husband. We are both a Latino couple that we love everything that is like comics, anime, movies. And this is the reason why we created BAM Comics, because, we love everything that is pop culture, from the movies to the cartoons. And, we also like to keep ourselves like entertained with healthy entertainment. And drawing is very good for your mental health. We like to advise people to also to create and to do something, that is positive, and to keep basically our community safe and secure, but while bringing, cool merchandise and art. Yeah.
Where can they find you on the internet?
Oh, you guys can find me in Instagram. We are BAM Comics. And you guys can also find us in YouTube or TikTok at BAM Comics. And our website, www.bamcomics.com. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, Sci-Fi Ninja Theater fans. My name's CJ Oshel. I'm here at Forest Hills Comic Con 2025. Let me tell you a little bit about my work. I'm a comic artist, tattoo artist from New Jersey, and I'm just here selling some prints, some originals, having a good time, talking to some people, and, out here drawing, just like I would be at home.
So go down the line, explain everything.
Absolutely. So I went to art school, so I have some fine art stuff that I've worked on, like this skull type deal, some tattoo designs I've drawn, some prints, some original work. Some of them have been published, some of them haven't, but had a really good time drawing all of them, that's for sure. I just drew this one earlier today. If you guys are Disney fans, I have some Red the Pirate here, Superman, Spawn sketch cover, and I have some other stuff I've worked on, some comics and sketchbooks and stuff like that. But yeah, just love the art form, guys.
So show us some more stuff.
All right.
We got time. Talk about everything.
Right on. This is a cover I did for a book called Calico. It was a variant cover for a Kickstarter. I had a great time with it. The colorist did a really phenomenal job. If you guys look up Sigma Comics or Calico on Kickstarter, you can find that book. Some Critical Role work here. This was for a really awesome book called Ennead, a comic cover I did. Another great job by a colorist that I wish I remember her name. I feel terrible. Done some sketch work for some board games and tabletop RPGs. And of course, it's May the 4th. Got to have some Star Wars stuff. Big Invincible fan. So had to have Invincible versus Conquest, of course.
So what got you started doing this?
So I was actually like a jock in high school. And I had to keep all my drawings secret because it was before, it was cool to be a nerd. Up until I went to college the first time, I thought I was going to be a football coach or something like that. And then the MCU happened. Everybody started to get into comics. So I kind of, came out of the closet, started drawing more and more, got more popular. I went to the Kubert School up in Dover, New Jersey. Went there for 3 years, kind of worked on my craft. And then I've been drawing comics for about 10 years, and then I just recently made the switch to doing tattoos as well.
So when you were a little kid, whose artwork did you see the first time and say, I want to do that?
Oh, I want to say the first one I saw was Alex Ross, the real like painterly style, but I really, and I saw that like I think in Kingdom Come, and I was like, wow, this is amazing, and I fell in love with comics. But the first thing I saw where I was like, ooh, I want to draw that was Jim Lee. Probably not Hush, it was probably before that, maybe X-Men. But that Jim Lee really kind of influenced me to get started. And then once I started drawing, I kind of moved away from that style a little bit, but it still is amazing to look at and see kind of how he inks, how he pencils and makes the shapes, you know. It's amazing to see his line work.
So, what age was your first piece of art?
Oh, my mom has artwork from me when I was like 2 or 3 years old with, you know, either Spider-Man or Batman with like a big head and, you know, curvy ears and all that stuff. But I started kind of drawing like a lot, probably when I was like 6 or 7 years old. And that's really when I started trying to create stories instead of just copying what I was seeing.
So how did your family interact with you and your art?
What's that? I'm sorry?
How did your family interact with you and your art?
My family, some of my family is a little weird about it, but I gotta say, like my mom and my mom's side of the family has been super supportive of me and everything I've done. They're coming getting tattooed by me now. They have bought my comics. They promote me on social media, all that stuff. So they do a really good job of interacting with me and really helping to put my stuff out there.
So how did you get the contrast of your blacks and grays?
That's a great question. I like to start in a medium area. So I really like using like toned paper, for example, because it starts with yeah, sure. So like toned paper, right? You can start with a medium area, and so you can go darker, and work it up lighter. And I really like that to kind of push that contrast. You know what I mean? And even when I work with black and white on paper, you can see. Yeah. But you can see with something like this, I'll start with a medium like that there before I start going darker, because I really like to see where the middle ground is before I start getting it super dark. The Yoda? So I drew this earlier today, and I started, I was just going to do a pen and ink with some white on it, but I decided kind of halfway through it I was going to throw some gray markers on there, and I started actually with that one, started with dark and then worked my way up light, kind of like blending it out. But I used these Prismacolor markers, which are a little bit less expensive than like your Copic markers, but kind of do a similar job. And I really like the ability to blend a darker into a lighter and kind of smoothly work out into a medium or a light tone.
So who were some of your influences?
Some of my influences, well, like I said, Jim Lee kind of got me started with the comic style line work stuff. But when I went to the Kubert School, I had a couple of teachers, namely Kim DeMolder, Tom Mandrake, Andy Kubert. All those people like really kind of helped me mold what I thought was decent artwork into like an actual professional style of comic book art.
So people want to know more about you. Where should they go?
So right now you can follow me on pretty much any social media at CJ underscore OECH underscore ART. That's CJ Osh Art on Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, TikTok for as long as it lasts, all that stuff. Yeah, hope to see you guys around.
Thank you very much. Spell your name first.
Yep, it's CJ OECH SLE. It makes no phonetical sense, but it's my name.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
Hello, Sci-Fi Ninja Theater fans. I'm Bill Plimpton, and we're here at the Forest and Hills High School Comic-Con. First time I've ever been here, and I'm happy to be here. A lot of fans here, so I appreciate that.
Tell us about some of this stuff, and then tell us about your movie.
Yeah, sure. Well, this is. So I'm going to move this. This is my Oscar-nominated film, called, what's the name of this film? Anyway, this was Oscar-nominated film, Your Face. It's called Your Face. And this is my Simpsons animation for the couch gag. I did all the couch gags for them. And this is 25 Ways to Quit Smoking. It was on MTV a lot. They showed it on MTV. And I have films on DVD, but nobody has DVD players anymore, so.
So tell us about the guy from Mikey Python and how he likes your stuff.
Okay, yeah. So I ran into Terry Gilliam, who's actually from U.S. in Morocco, I think. And I said, oh my God, Terry Gilliam, look at my work. And he looked at it and he went, man, you're a genius. And the BBC interviewer was there. Terry, we got to do an interview. We set up an interview. He says, I don't want to do a fucking interview. I want to look at more of this artwork. So he's Terry's a big fan. And we talk and we help each other out. But anyway, this is my new film. It's called Slide. It's sort of a Western cowboy musical comedy. I don't think I have any art. Let me see, I may. These are some of my previous films. The dog, this is the guard dog. No, I don't see it in here. But you can see the style of animation I do. It's very ninja. So this film will be out sometime in the fall. And if Mel Brooks was an animator, he did animation, it would look like this. This would be what the film looks like. So I hope you can see it in the fall.
What made you become an artist?
Oh, I watched Disney on TV, and I said, that's what I want to do. I want to make films that are funny, make people laugh with my movies. And I love to draw, so it made sense that my drawings would be humorous drawings.
So who were some of your influences?
Well, the typical, Tex Avery, Walt Disney, Bob Clampett, Winsor McKay. I love Winsor McKay. He's a big influence. Charles Addams, who did the Addams Family cartoons. Milton Glaser, Art Crumb. There's a lot of great Frank Miller. I love Frank Miller. I love those guys.
So when you were a little kid, that's right. It was Disney that got you started, right?
Yeah.
At what age?
It had to be 4 or 5, something like that. Because I loved animation. I fell in love with animation. I figured that's what I will be when I grow up, and here I am.
So how did your family take to you wanting to be an artist?
That's a good question. They were supportive. They would get me art materials, oil brushes, but they didn't think it was a good idea to make my career out of it. They grew up during the Depression and World War II, when you had to have security. You had to have a job that was secure and a regular paycheck. But I felt like I could do it with my animation. I'm an independent animator, and I'm surviving very well. I do lots of work. I do a lot of commercials for Geico Insurance and Ford Motor Company and Nike, and so I do well.
So if people want to know more about you, where should they go on the internet?
Well, go to plimtunes.com. I'll write it out for you. plimtunes.com, and we're putting up a brand new website. I have my own channel now, and so we want to spread the word about this film.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Would you like a drawing?
Huh?
Would you like a drawing?
Yes. Yes.
It's free. You don't have to pay anything for it. Hey.
Hi, Sci-Fi Ninja Theater fans. We are Geek Nami. My name is Shay. This is Shauna, and we're here at Forest Hills High School Comic-Con. So let us show you what we got. So we got some prints here. We like to do fan art of a bunch of stuff. Me personally, I love the hell out of Resident Evil, so we got a bunch of Resident Evil stuff.
So tell us a little story between each of those.
Oh, okay. So I grew up watching the Batman with Kevin Conroy and them, so we got the DC stuff. Just had to represent all the villains. I think the villains outshone the heroes a lot of the times. For Resident Evil, what I wanted to do was I wanted to take each title and represent each title as a different horror subgenre. So for the first one, it's sort of like a haunted mansion, just like the first game. For the second one, we made it into like a slasher type homage. And then of course Resident Evil 4, classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, we just have a whole different variety of stuff. Oh, so we were huge fans of the Deadpool 3 movie that just came out, and those two did not get along, but it reminded me of Dragon Ball Z, so we had to make them do the fusion dance. Like I said, I'm a huge... oh, I'm sorry.
Who's at the bottom of here?
This one? Oh, so this is our Spy Family print. This show caught me completely off guard. It's such a sweet show, even though it's about espionage. It's amazing. Oh, and I'm super excited for the new Spider-Man movie. So this was like the second one. I can't wait for the third one to come out, Beyond the Spider-Verse. Oh, and Last of Us with Mario, the last one up. A lot of people that see this, they say that, oh, it's based on the SNL skit. Let me make this clear. We made this print before the SNL skit came out. We also do a lot of buttons. We have like a huge variety of buttons. This isn't even all of them. This is just the ones we could display today.
Yeah, just like that's not all the prints either.
Yeah, we just have no space. And like I said, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. So this is my Resident Evil print. It's The Fall of Raccoon City. It starts from Resident Evil 0 all the way to the end in Resident Evil 3 when the city gets destroyed. We got a bunch of tote bags. We also do custom totes. You tell us what you want, we put it right on it. And the most recent picture that I finished was this. So Super Mario turns 40 years old this fall in 2025. So we made this huge print with Super Mario. Just a bunch of the games, a bunch of the monsters, a bunch of the power-ups. If you look at the stuff there, we have hidden power-ups, hidden coins, hidden cameos from like one-off characters. Just huge love letter to Mario. One of the first games I played as a kid. Oh, over here, it's just a small portfolio of like the prints that we got. But like this has like some more of the stuff that we didn't have space to hang. Oh yeah, so this is like our giant Pokemon crossing over with One Piece and Pokemon crossing over with Dragon Ball Z. Just huge mashups. This is all the water types and One Piece, and this is all the fighting types of Dragon Ball Z. Actually, So this one here, this is like a bunch of the classic anime. And when I was younger, when I was, I think in high school and also in college, I used to watch Sci-Fi Ninja Theater every weekend, and I got a lot of my knowledge of like, oh, what's popular in anime, because like I didn't have cable or anything, I didn't like go online, I didn't have the internet, I still had like dial-up, so I tune in to Sci-Fi Ninja Theater. You guys would be at cons, you guys would show what's hot, you guys would just like show the cosplayers, you guys would show like the horror stuff too, like a lot of the stuff in my, I guess, geekdom repertoire came from watching you. So like when you popped up today and you're like, oh yeah, this is where I'm from, I was like, holy crap, I can't believe it. Like, put a huge smile on my face, man. It's so good to finally see you guys. And I used to see you guys like on your show, you guys would go to cons and just talk to people. I can't believe I'm one of them now. This is so fucking dope. Can I curse? This is so fucking dope. This is so dope, man.
So what do you like about my show?
So back then, this is like before the internet just gave you access to everything. If you were a geek and if you didn't go to these shows, you had no idea stuff like this existed. You had no idea people like us existed. You had no idea that there were other weirdos that liked the same weird stuff that you liked and like cosplayed as them and then bought like stuff from overseas to like watch together, enjoy together. Like all that stuff was introduced to me through your show. So that was just like my huge introduction to like geekdom in general. Cause like before that, I didn't even have a comic shop by my house. I had my local newspaper stand selling comics and that's it. So when I saw Sci-Fi Ninja Theater, I was like introduced to Comic Cons. I was introduced to like different genres. Like before that, I thought anime was just Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z. That's all I had on my TV. You guys introduced me to so many things. Like a lot of the horror stuff. Before that, the only horror stuff I knew was whatever's on TV, whatever stuff my dad brought home. That's it. You guys had all like these slashers, these like crazy bloody stuff that never got theatrical releases, and you guys had the bootlegs of just showing it, displaying it. That shit was dope. So thank you for that, man.
So do you believe I was the first one to actually put this out? Oh yeah.
I think your show definitely made all of like the whole like comic convention, horror all the con stuff. I think you made it really accessible because your show, you would just like basically go point the camera at someone and just be like, tell me what you're passionate about. And that's the kind of stuff that I think everyone's doing now. But yeah, you definitely introduced the hell out of this. I think so. Dude, thank you. Like, this means a lot to me. I'm gonna come around and grab a picture with you if you don't mind. If you don't mind, I'm gonna come around and grab a picture with you. Is that okay?
Okay, but first, tell people where they can find you.
Us?
Oh yeah. Well, we got our info down there.
Yeah, we have our info on the banner.
We're on Instagram. We have a Store Envy.
Yeah. We have a YouTube.
Yeah, we have an inactive YouTube channel.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
Hello, Sci-Fi Ninja Theater fans. My name's Andy. Andy Breen from Rocktopus Jones Art. I'm here at Forest Hills Comic Con 2025. I'm here slinging some prints and some originals. I'm a Copic artist. I specifically use Copic markers and ink, sometimes a little color pencil. I focus mainly on pop culture, anything from horror, cartoons, spooky, a little bit of Disney here and there.
Tell us a little bit about the one here.
Oh, the Corpse Bride piece? Oh, that was a nightmare to do. That took about 30 drafts, and it took me months because I could not get this piece right. It drove me absolutely insane. I made a whole reel of all the bad drafts I went through.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you. Actually, I had a bunch of other artists ask me for the drafts that I didn't like, and I started sending them out to them, and they're all like doing collabs with them. So.
And what made you decide to do something like this?
She's a big seller. All my friends that like do her, she sells immediately. So.
It's a beautiful piece.
Thank you.
So tell us a little about this one.
This is Powerline from the Goofy movie from the 90s. You know, us latchkey kids love the Goofy movie.
What made you decide to do him?
You know what? I love that movie, and I'm still waiting for this guy's album to drop because his music in the movie is great. I think it was done by Tevin Campbell. The character is played.
I think I interviewed him.
You interviewed Tevin Campbell?
I think I did. I'm not sure.
He does a lot of events, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Tell us about some artwork that's in here.
Right here I have Luffy from One Piece. This was actually a commission. I don't normally take commissions. Art is something I do on the side. So I have like 2 full-time jobs almost. So when I do art, I want to do what I want to do. The moment someone like pays me or asks me to do something, it feels like work, and then I just shut down. But I did happen to do this one for one of my good friends.
Show us some more in here.
All right, what do we got here? So this is with some originals.
Oh, wait. You gotta talk about Vampirella.
Oh, Vampirella. Okay, yeah.
You gotta talk about it.
Yeah, I was really happy when she came out, but now I'm thinking about redoing her. I'm not so sure if I'm happy with her or not. I mean, she was always a character I wanted to try. I have some issues with anatomy, which is why I go more cartoons. But I mean, I'm happy with her for now. But eventually, it'll be a piece I'm gonna redo.
You gotta go thigh-high boots, though.
Yeah, they gotta be higher, man.
The breasts need to be bigger.
I'll keep that in mind for next time.
What else you got here?
So this is the original Greta Gremlin. I have to do my originals a little lighter because the prints come out very, very heavy. So the originals I have to go lighter, otherwise they're going to be illegible. What else do I got in here? So I got Vampirella. This is just from a Halloween luau event I did last July. I got the original Corpse Bride, Shorty from Killer Clowns. Thank you. I had so much fun with that piece. That is like one of my favorite childhood horror movies.
Me too.
Who else do I got in here? I got the animated Beetlejuice series from the 90s. These are the prints. Sorry, my fingers aren't working today. This is my original Little Shop of Horrors, Audrey 2. I got a couple Nightmare Before Christmas. I got the Mayor and Oogie Boogie, obviously, everybody's favorite. Not art. I got Popeye pieces. I got Popeye in olive oil. Try to go old school, but still do my style. Luffy, more prints of the Corpse Bride. I got a Dick Tracy piece original that I was just doodling a couple weeks ago and just felt like knocking that out. This was one of the other commissions I did. This is SpongeBob Band Geeks. It's like from a specific episode. This is something one of my buddies really wanted. And, you know, he asked me, he's like, I know you don't do commissions, but how do you feel about it? And I was like, yes, like 100%, I'm down. And like, I started it right away and I knocked it out. I was like so happy with it.
Very cool.
It's one of my better sellers too. I got Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. And I think that's it. I think that's all I got in the book for now.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your Adam family.
Oh, this is my Mortician Gomez. These are actually the originals. You can see the marker coming through the back. That's all right, it's just price tags. For some reason, I can't get the prints to not look washed out, so I have to sell these as originals.
How about your
Morticia?
Tell us about it.
Same thing. I tried to kind of combine Angelica Houston's version with the 90s cartoon. And with Gomez, I tried to do the same thing, the 90s cartoon, but I tried to go more Luis Guzman from Wednesday.
So when you were a kid, what did you see that made you want to become an artist?
I don't know if it was anything I saw in particular. Both of my 2 older cousins who I was close with were artists, but I mean, one of them is a professional artist now, but we all just like to sit and draw, and we liked movies and cartoons, and that's what we did.
How How's your family feel about you becoming an artist?
I mean, I never really saw too much of a money-making future in it. But they are more supportive as I've gotten older and I started having like these gigs and events.
So, are you ever thinking about working for any of the comic book people?
No, unfortunately not.
Your artwork is way too good to be keeping it stagnant. You know, you got to bring it out there.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm just, in our economy and everything, I worry about money and AI taking over people's jobs. I've seen a lot of artists lose their jobs, like professional
AI
artists.
is terrible.
Oh, I agree. It's terrible. But I'm going to be honest, to be fair, I actually like what I do full time. I may not like where I work, but I like what I do. I work with my hands. I do electrical work. I do painting, plumbing, carpentry.
So if people want to try to contact you to do art, to try to at least try to get you to do something, where can they go?
Then go and find me on Instagram. I'm not really big onto social media. I'm trying to limit my usage. I'm on Facebook, but only because the Instagram posts directly to it.
Can you spell your name for us?
My first name's Andy, A-N-D-Y. Last name's Breen, B-R-E-E-N.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you guys for taking the time to interview me.
Well, hello, Sci-Fi Theater Ninja fans. How are you today? My name's Leanne Curtis, and we're here at the Forest Hills High School Comic-Con.
So tell us about Critters 2.
Wow, Critters 2. What would you like to know about Critters 2?
What was it like doing the movie? Who did you play?
Okay, in Critters 2, I played the role of Megan Morgan, and I played opposite Scott Grimes, and they actually built a whole town in an abandoned fire department drill area, Grover's Bend, and it was the most fun thing, and it looked so real, but then you'd walk into buildings and there was nothing there.
Really?
Yeah, because it was all just a big facade. But it was a very good, fun time, and thank God I didn't have to put any FX makeup on. That was left to all the other people.
What did you think about the Critters when you saw that?
I love the Critters. I actually wish I had one. They're very cute, unless you're a piece of meat, and then not so much.
So tell us about Girlfriend from Hell.
Girlfriend from Hell. Well, I think that was probably a little bit of typecasting.
Who did you play?
I played the role of Maggie. She's a very shy girl who gets possessed by the devil and then starts all kinds of trouble.
What was your favorite part of the movie?
I think my favorite part of the movie was the dinner scene where I had to get uppity and I chose to squirt the liquid I was drinking across the table at my friend Hillary through my two top teeth. She did that.
So tell us about Rock and Roll High School.
Rock and Roll High School, forever. Rock and Roll High School lasts forever. In my mind.
What did you play?
I played the role of Stella, and I got to play a flying V, and I got to record some music. Some of us actually went into the studio to record the soundtrack.
What song did you sing?
Rock Us Danny.
Can you sing some for us?
Rock Us Danny. I don't know the rest of the words because Corey sang it, but we got to sing the backups. But I remember when I auditioned, the director said, "Do you really play guitar?" And I said, "Yeah." And then she looked at me, she said, "Now my bullshit detector is on. Do you really play guitar?" I said, "Yes, I do." Because I do.
Did you realize how big the movie was going to be?
No, not really. Sadly, we didn't get a theatrical release on that because Corey was in his misbehavior heyday at the time. But, all's well that ends well.
Did you meet the Ramones?
back when I was 16, I actually did hang out at CBGB's here in New York, and I did meet the Ramones when I was younger.
What do you think of their music?
I think it's very specific, and I think that only the Ramones sound like the Ramones, so you always know when it's them. Funny story, my child, who was born in 1989, as a teenager, went to his dad's and came home one day, and I walked into his room and looked up, and there was a life-size poster of the Ramones in front of CBGB's, and I thought that I was having a drug flashback. I didn't understand what was going on. He's like, "So Mom, you know who that is?" So then, of course, I had to tell them all about my antics at CBGB's. But yeah, so.
Well, didn't they know you were in Rock and Roll High School? That they were in?
You know what? They did, but I don't think your kids actually care. You know, it's like being a barista. Your kids don't care about coffee. If you're an actor, they don't really care about movies. They're not like starstruck or, I don't know. Sort of takes the sensationalism out of it when you live in a family that does that.
So, like, when you were a kid, what did you see that made you want to become an actress?
Oof. Well, I come from an entertainment family, so I think it would have been a little bit odd had I decided to go be a lawyer, because I'm third generation on my dad's, second generation on my mom's, and funnily enough, of all of my kids, only one decided to enter into the arts professionally. The other two ran the other way. Probably smart.
So, anything coming up that we can know about?
I do a podcast called Riding the Frequency, where I talk a lot about consciousness and awareness and energy and frequencies. I talk about social engineering, and I talk about all kinds of fun things that nobody wants to talk about. And I'm developing a TV series that's based on a music video I did called The Aliens Are Here. So if you were at Chiller and you saw me running around in alien masks with my best friend over the weekend, I was shooting for that. I was getting shots.
Yeah, I was trying to get some shots of you, but it was just
impossible.
You were over there, I was over here. By the time I got there, you were already gone. So.
That's it. I'm like the magic Jeep. I disappear and I reappear, like in Popeye.
So if people want to contact you, where should they go?
If people would like to contact me, come find me on Instagram, theladyleanne.com. I think you can also find, or actually it's leannecurtis.com. When I pay my bill at Wix, it's active. When I don't, you'll get a 404 error page. But it pops on and off depending on the budget.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you again too.
You guys, have fun.
Ninja Theater.
You're watching Sci-Fi Ninja Theater.
Okay, hi folks, how you doing? I'm Chris from the Big Apple Conventions.
Sci-Fi Ninja Theater, Chiller Theater, 2002, October. Hello, Ninja
hotmail.com. Hope you enjoyed it. Later.